is live in the house later on today.
Yes, all right, settle down, men. Wilson, settle the men down. We've got to be careful.
Settle down.
We've got to be careful with that kind of information, Sergeant. The other side might be listening in.
We don't need to worry about them, sir. We have our very own secret weapon.
Secret weapon?
Yes, the man who spreads disinformation and curious stories.
Corporal Carver Jones?
No, sir. No, sir. No, it's Phil Gill with the big breakfast and his mother.
Man's a nuisance. Man's an absolute nuisance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Morning. These are the main stories on Friday, the 23rd of July. The Tories give Blair the by-election blues. Third time lucky for NASA's first female commander. And the cat who cleans himself, parrot fashion. The Tories are crowing this morning after romping to victory in the hotly contested Edisbury by-election. A Conservative candidate, Stephen O'Brien, comfortably won the Cheshire seat in a contest seen by many as a mid-term popularity test for the government. Pundits expected it to be tight, but in the end the Tories increased their majority by more than 1,600 votes. It's a clear disappointment for Tony Blair, but perhaps not totally surprising, considering the frosty reception he received when he took the almost unprecedented step of campaigning there himself on Wednesday. Bill Clinton will attend a memorial service in New York for John F. Kennedy Jr. later. The funerals of Kennedy, his wife and sister-in-law took place yesterday, with their ashes scattered into the Atlantic off Martha's Vineyard. Crash investigator James Hall said that their loved ones now needed to be left alone.
I know there are many people who consider this a national tragedy. We all must remember, though, that this is an intense personal tragedy for the families.
It's been a case of third time lucky for America's first woman space shuttle commander. After two aborted attempts at takeoff earlier this week, Eileen Collins and Columbia finally made it into orbit, carrying with them the world's most expensive telescope.
We have booster ignition and liftoff of Columbia, reaching new heights for women in X-ray astronomy.
If everything goes to schedule, it'll return to Florida's Cape Canaveral Space Center in 5 days' time. Madonna has been touting herself on the job market. Although she hardly needs the work, she's asked if she can direct a video for a song on Cher's latest album called Dove L'Amour. And it seems that even fellow superstars don't turn down the material girl because Cher accepted immediately. Here's the sport. England's cricketers are in deep trouble going into the second day of the second test against New Zealand. A bad light brought play at Lord's to a premature end yesterday. Former skipper Alex Stewart assured his opening place with a 50, while current captain Nasser Hussain made another half-century. But wicket after wicket tumbled in quick succession, with Kiwi Chris Cairns taking 5. England resumed this morning on 183 for 9. Diane Medal has pulled out of this weekend's World Championship trials in Birmingham because of stress. Yesterday, the 800-metre runner lost an appeal to widen the scope of the damages action that she's launched against the British Athletic Federation after clearing herself of drug-taking allegations. Here's the way the weather looks. Temperatures should range from 18 Celsius in Glasgow to 23 in London. There's a fairly high chance of showers in the far north today. Everywhere else can expect a dry morning, with southern England looking particularly bright. But later on, there'll be rain in northern and western Scotland and Northern Ireland. Here's the 5-day forecast. Northern areas will have rain tomorrow, but turn dry and sunny from Sunday onwards. Central regions will have showers on Sunday, but otherwise they're going to stay warm and dry. And the south will have plenty of sunshine, hot and humid on the weekend, but cooling off after Monday. Finally, we brought you recently a story of a friendly cat and a mouse. Now here's a cat and a bird. Now admittedly it's a parrot, which most moggies would find pretty hard to swallow, but still the pair from Peru are virtually inseparable. Franco the cat lets Clarinet the parrot do almost all his cleaning, although occasionally his feathered friend does go a bit too far. Big Breakfast News, 7:06. Back now to Johnny and Davina.
Thank you very much indeed. How are you today, Phil?
You're very welcome. Yeah, I'm fine.
Big
I'm
up.
fine.
Big up.
How are you, Davina?
Before you came, were you a Phil Gale fan?
I've always been a Phil Gale fan. He's such a stud, isn't he?
He's such a stud. There's no doubt. He is. They call him around the back Studley Beastmaster. that's just his name. He's just known as Studley Beastmaster. Make the sign of the Beastmaster.
What is the sign?
Studley. Should we make the sign of the Beastmaster? There we go. Hey, I don't know where that sprang from. There we go.
Oh, you just did it.
Wasn't in the script. Anyway, Phil, did you have a nice day yesterday? I'm duty-bound to ask you.
I can't remember. Yes. Met a mate for lunch, and we had a good time, had a bit of a chat. Haven't seen him for ages. It's all right. It's nice.
Studley Beastmaster. Phil Gale, he's here throughout the show. That's a guarantee. Davina, did you have a nice day yesterday?
I did, and I've come to a conclusion about the big breakfast.
Oh, what? Go on.
It's good for your health. It really is good
So
for your health,
good for your
because my cheeks hurt. I looked like a little hamster yesterday from laughing so much.
Yeah, we had a laugh.
Because we did laugh a lot.
But also, you get up with the dawn.
Get out with the dawn.
Go to bed when it's dark.
And go to bed when it's dark. But laughing's good for your health.
It is good for your health. It really
And
is.
so
I
the
think every
big
minute you
breakfast-
laugh, it takes away like 10 minutes stress. Is it?
Yeah. And that means that the big breakfast is actually good for your health.
It's been proved.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's
Scientifically.
There we go. Well, look at the crew if you want to see a healthy bunch. Look at that. Sort of Scotch is your theory, really. If you focus on Linton, health. Works hard, guess
He
what?
was out
Now
on the
focus on
razzle
Roy,
last night.
yeah? £7.5 million. Hear Roy laugh. Do you hear that? I don't know if you remember the cartoon character, Muttley. Roy's got that kind of 120 a day kind of run, which I admire. Did you see EastEnders last night? I know you had an unfortunate thing, didn't you?
I missed the last smidgen of it. I can't believe it. And that was the cliffhanger. That was the really...
Coming at you from the textbook of errors. What'd you do? Nip out for a cup of tea?
No, I fell asleep.
You fell asleep. Do you want to see
I was
last night's
tired.
Duff Error? Have we got time for that, Control, or does that set us up with a big overrun even as we start the show? Let's have a look. Here we go. Hey.
Every time I see you, I just can't help it. Your hair, your skin, your lips.
Please.
So I really do have to know. Did you mean what you said? Did you? What is it you want, B?
It don't matter what I want.
Yes, it does. It matters a lot.
I want you to leave me alone.
No, you don't.
Hello? It's me.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Look at that. Look at that movement. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've ever been caught like that with another man's wife.
No.
I did. But what you've got to see here is the second time he's done this. The last time, do you remember, he carried on cuddling her when he was caught by Carol. And he made it part of accompanying him. It was a great ploy. But you want to see Craig, the way Craig moved away from her there. This backward movement, it was extraordinary. It's something Andy
That
Gray...
makes it more obvious.
No, his backward movement was remarkable.
Really?
And the look of total innocence on his face. Let's look at this. But if you're caught tonight in a similar situation, just remember Craig's famous backtrack movement to look like... Just watch how he does this. Watch this backtrack movement. Here we go. He's coming in.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Look at that. Oh, it's just... It's legendary. The way... It's what I call the innocent drift. He just drifts like that. Skateboard. Do you see that? The drift of innocence, just like that.
You've been practicing
No
that,
suspicions
Mr.
now.
Vaughan.
That you wouldn't know I'd been sitting there with you, would you? Because I've because I've drifted innocently. Learn that. Okay, well, do you know what?
Thanks for showing me that, because I did miss it last night.
Do you know what, Davina? We're going to stay with EastEnders now because we've got two EastEnders members.
My favourite, Sonia.
Oh, it's
I
Nikki
love
and
her.
Sonia with their route to midnight. So you're going to love this, Davina. This is just for you. There you go.